AUD is still rising, but China tensions lurk. Guys, today just wanted to have a little chat about AUD, looking mainly at AUDUSD actually, because it's at a very, very interesting point at the moment. This currency cross, AUDUSD, has undergone a huge rally since mid to late March. So just to briefly run over the price action over the last couple of months in AUDUSD, at the beginning of the year, there was all this optimism because there was the US-China phase 1 trade deal, and it looked like the global economy was starting to pick up a little bit. So AUDUSD got to about 0.7 pretty much. However, over the next couple of months, as the coronavirus pandemic effectively got worse and worse, it fell to about 0.55. So a massive decline, and justified, to be honest, given what was happening in the global economy, to China, to the rest of the world with the coronavirus pandemic, and all the panic that came with that. But since then, we have recovered, and we have recovered all the way back to that beginning of January level that I just spoke of, 0.7 in AUDUSD. And for a lot of people in the market, they find the fact that this cross has been able to recover so much, it's just dumbfounding them. And to be honest, there are a few good reasons for that, because it's like, why is AUD rising so much despite growing tensions between Australia and China? Because remember guys, China is Australia's largest and most important trading partner. Australia is an exporting nation. They have so much to export to the world in terms of natural resources, and a lot of that is going to China. Obviously, China, rapidly growing economy, and the source of the conflict between the two countries is pretty much the fact that Australia, the Aussie government anyway, has been pushing for an independent inquiry into the origin of coronavirus, and the Chinese don't like it because, you know, if you have an independent inquiry, it's probably going to reveal some dirty secrets about the pandemic in its early stages that the Chinese don't want. So the Chinese have been upping the pressure on Australia. They've been putting tariffs on barley. You guys have probably, we did a blog about that a couple of weeks ago. They banned some meat imports, a lot of meat imports actually, it was like 3.5 billion. And over the weekend, just gone, they started advising Chinese tourists against going to Australia. And guys, this is the big source of income for Australia, Chinese and Asian tourism. It's a big industry in Australia. So why is AUD still rising? Well guys, really I think you got to look at the rise in AUD not as an AUD story, because every currency cross is two countries to be thinking about. So this is AUD and USD. And yes, the Aussie fundamentals right now are worse than they were at the beginning of the year when AUD was last at 0.7. But the dollar fundamentals are way worse. So think about it. Fed funds rate back then was at 1.5 to 1.75. What's it now? 0. Massive Fed QE as well. Back then also, the US economy was seen as an outperformer in the global economy. Now, not the case. So guys, don't be fooled. AUDUSD's rise is not just to do with AUD, it's also a dollar weakness story. And if this broader theme of dollar weakness continues, guys, we could definitely see AUDUSD continue to the upside. That is pretty much it from me for now, and I will see you in the next one.